So I tried to record this again before, but the little bugger rabbit decided that he wanted to not only jump on my cube shelf and just knock everything over, but also do sprints in my room like several times and try to jump up on me and have it fail and have him like and like flop over on his back and stuff. And so I'm holding him now because I like him, but he is being a pain in the butt. But basically, this is a dream that I had last night, and I decided that I was going to write it out. It was pretty much just like watching like a movie and having like seeing parts of it and then also listening to other parts of it. So it's not exactly because it's all written, but you can kind of get like a better comprehension of what I was actually having as a dream then. Um, but anyway, I'm gonna start this. It's like the first draft. It's like basically exactly what I wrote down. I didn't change any words or, or anything yet, so it's not the best. But let's go. Let's get into it. I've returned to this place. I remember it so well. I entered the isolated cabin because I was bored. That was all. Just bored. I wanted to see what would come of it. I moved through the shadow, but I did not. But I need not be careful. I'm invisible, hidden completely in my cloak of darkness. Two little girls sat playing with scraps of food, practicing motherly ideals as they pretend to feed their dolls. Lights were on in the house, though I didn't fear the light at the time. Maybe a little fun could be had, I thought to myself. Oh, how naive I was then. I slid past the doorway leading to the kitchen where the two girls sat. One shivered but did not look up. Then I reached out a hand, exiting my realm, if only for a second, to rest it on the wall, and my index finger and with my index finger made two small soft taps high on the wall and one scratch down lower on the base of the doorway. The children stopped but didn't look frightened. One tilted their head like a dog would, curiously, at the doorway to ponder the sound. Had the parents of these children never taught them ghost stories? Stories of demons and werewolves? And what goes bump in the night? Huh. Frustrated, my little adventure hadn't been worth the risk, I sought to venture further down the hall in search of anything else that may be of interest to me. It was dim in the hall. What little light was emitted from the aforementioned doorway faded quickly, allowing visibility of only a few dusty wooden floorboards until it completely was gone, which was just fine for me. I didn't need the light to traverse my surroundings. I had the shadow realm. I fully immersed myself once again. Being inside the realm is seeing forces and energy. The lack of light was only an absence of a single type of energy. Like if you were to have a single sense removed, you could still function, just not as well as before. The realm is something no human could understand or comprehend. At least, I thought. Highlighted in magical form, he lunged at me. Before I could react, I was struck back with the back of an axe, sending me out of the realm and back onto the wooden floorboards. Out of instinct, I tried desperately to return to my realm, though in hindsight, it wouldn't have done much good. The human stood above me, and I could only see his boots. But by the size, I knew it was a man of considerable stature, and by the axe, a woodsman, probably the father of the two children as well, only occurred to me, though, after the ordeal. From flat on my back, I could only watch in horror as the axe came down. The pain wasn't immediate. I initially thought it missed, but only for a split second before my leg exploded with pain. The axe had severed my leg halfway up the right shin, That being said, I'm not quite sure exactly what I am or what we are. Children birthed from demons and darkness itself. That is what I was told long ago by one of my brethren. We don't initially have shape, we inherit it from the creatures we're most fond of. Some are bears, some werewolves, and some take on human-like qualities. However, I am... Some take on human-like qualities like myself. However, I'm not fully human form. Not yet. The man stood over me, and I watched as he raised his muddy boot and brought it down upon my neck. I wasn't quite sure what happened after that. It's not that I went unconscious. I don't even know if I can. But my senses were dulled from the pain. I only started moving again once I was able to withstand the pain enough to have a coherent thought, if only one or two at a time. It was extremely dark, a darkness that I had never felt before. Darkness perceived how I presume a human would, cold and unforgiving, the essence of the unknown. I reached out to feel my leg, missing, as I had assumed. My neck and throat hurt too. I raised my hand to comfort it, but it passed straight through my head. I tried again, and it almost seemed as if my head wasn't there. I spent a while trying to comprehend that fact. When my heart sank when I realized I'd need to find my head again. I was stuck in despair for quite some time, considering my current predicament, when it occurred to me that if my head was missing, and I was still conscious, I could still feel things. I could probably still hear things too. At first I tried to scream, but then I realized I was a fool because I needed my body to find my head, and not only could I not scream with no lungs, I could also not hear with my body. I tried again clapping, and I could hear a muffled clap from down below me. A wave of relief washed over me. I still, though, washed over me, though it still took an unbearable amount of time to not only make it into the attic, but also smash open the chest containing my head. It was only then that I realized my eyes were gouged out, but at least I had my feeling and my hearing in the same general location. Today I am here again for my son. In search of my son, the wooden man, a cross between myself, a child of darkness, and a human, for I bear a message with it for him, and this is the first place I suspect him to be. So, basically, that's my,
Can you stop eating my shirt? You are such a pain in the butt. I'm trying to give you loves, and you just be annoying the whole time. The whole time. Why do you do this? Why do you do this?
Anyways, so, that's my dream. I had that, basically exactly as that's written out. And I just thought I would be interesting enough to upload to the vlog channel as a vlog. Boom today. So yeah, now I have to record Joy Lock and get Joy Lock up because I don't have work today because my boss got sick. Yay. Which is cool because I mean I am really far behind on a bunch of stuff that I should not be behind on, but I sleep. Since the sleep lock, I slept a lot, so you know. I have weird dreams like this. Anyways. I could revise it too and make it better. No. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Have a great day, guys. Seriously. Go out and have yourself a wonderful freaking day. Peace.